Welcome back to another video, my brothers. Today's video is titled 10 Things I Wish I Knew About Making Money. Let's get straight into it. Number one, entrepreneurship is hard. It's not easy. It's not what it looks like on Instagram. Lamborghinis, boats, cash on the bed. You're laying on the beach on some tropical island. First class flights. I mean, yes, there are people that have achieved success and are able to do those things. But what do you commonly see on Instagram? A bunch of 21-year-olds who are telling you that, hey, if you buy my course, within 3 months you can also be living this lifestyle. Cap. It's a bunch of bollocks, mate. It takes years to achieve some level of success. And I like to say a decade is a good benchmark. Okay, a decade gets you in a good position. If you've been doing something for a decade, you're usually extremely successful in that line of work. You've mastered your craft. Okay, but 3 months, oh, if you buy my ebook, you could also be this way. You could also be chilling with me. Bullshit, mate. Okay, so entrepreneurship is hard. Number two, your job will fund your business. Okay? A lot of people think that their job is a liability. Oh, if I just quit my job, I can focus on my business. Don't do that. My next point, I'll go into that in more detail. But your job, think of it as a way for you to consistently fund your business. Because if you had no job and it was up to you to make this business work right now, there's a lot of stress. I can't lie to you. If you have no way of paying the bills and you don't know when your business will kick off, let's just say you're selling clothes, hoodies or whatever. If you don't sell enough hoodies, you ain't paying the bills. Your house ain't gonna be heated. They'll cut off the water. I mean, it's serious. So don't quit your job, which is my third point, too soon. That's a big mistake. Keep your job. In fact, I encourage you to find a good job, usually in sales, my personal opinion, because you are able to not only make a good basic salary, but also big commission checks. And the better you become at selling, the bigger the checks, and the more checks that you get. Okay? So your job is going to support your business. Now, once you get to a point where you've made a lot of money and you've put some money to the side, you know, after a few years, if you want to go full-time in the business for a year or so and see what you could do in that year, fair enough. You've earned it. Okay, but you've got 19-year-olds now who are like, man, fuck this job, I'm just going to start my business. And it can work out. I'm not saying it never works out, but there's huge risk and you're going to stress the fuck out of yourself. You don't want to be stressed when you're trying to be creative and come up with ideas and build a business. You don't want to face enormous stress. You want your creative juices flowing. You want to have enough money to take care of the basics. Fill up your car, because how are you going to go to meetings if you don't have a car because you can't afford to run it? I mean, come on, man. Think sensibly here, okay? Number four, there is no best way to make money. I get this question all the fucking time. Ali, what's the best way to make money? There isn't one. There are millions of ways of making millions of dollars. Okay, it's about being self-aware. Trying things out, I'll be honest. When you're 19, 20, 21, you don't have kids usually. You don't have a mortgage. So go out there and try shit. You know, experiment. Your favorite food right now might be pizza because you eat it all the time, but if you go to some random country and you try their cuisine, I don't know, maybe you'll like something that you find is better than pizza to you. Okay, so try shit. Okay, there's loads of ways of making a lot of money. Sorry, my neighbor's car is just revving. Okay, there's loads of ways of making a lot of money. Be self-aware, try shit out, and then the thing that comes most naturally to you and that you find you're quite good at, pursue that. Okay, go hard at that. Number five, money comes as a consequence of improvement. And Jim Rohn had a beautiful quote where he said, income will not far exceed personal development. Meaning, the more you develop, the more money you'll make. But people, young guys today, they want to make loads of money without having developed themselves. They're entitled. They feel like, no, I deserve to make a lot of money. I'm hungry and ambitious. That's not enough. You need to actually go out there and create value. Okay, be selfless. Number 6, service to many leads to greatness. Don't be me, focusing on yourself. What's funny is the more you focus on yourself, the less money you make. When you focus on creating value to the people that you are providing a service or product to, you find that you make a lot more money. It's not about you. When you're creating a business or you're providing a service, it's not about you. It's about the customer, providing them with a great experience. If you take care of your customers, they'll take care of you. And the way they do that is by spending more with you. Loyalty, they'll stay with you. So it's not about you, mate. Get it out your head. Number 7, you will make lots of mistakes. Absolutely you will. You'll lose a lot of money. Now, I definitely advise you to learn from other people's mistakes. But we're young and stupid, a lot of us. Okay, we feel like, no, I know better. Which is why I talk about in my other videos, as a young man, you need to be coachable. You don't know everything. Okay, and there might be a person that's younger than you, who has more knowledge than you. Listen, take notes. However, even if you learn from other people, you'll often find that maybe in a certain area, you think you know more than someone else, and then you make a mistake, or you lose a lot of money, you choose the wrong supplier. I mean, things will happen. You're not going to get everything perfect, okay? And that's okay. You know, you can learn from this business that didn't go quite to plan, and the things that you've learned you can apply in your next business. Okay, there's always new ideas that are going to come. Okay, maybe this supply is shit. You're like, okay, cool, I'll use another supply. It is what it is. Yeah, you lose money, it fucking hurts. That's part of the process. Okay, let's flip this thing around. Number 8, the market determines how valuable your product or service is. I touched on that lightly a minute ago. But if you're not getting enough sales and you're doing the correct marketing and things like that, maybe your product ain't good. Maybe you need to tweak it and improve it. I mean, lots of companies have learned the hard way by not getting sales. Maybe they worked so long on a specific product only for it to absolutely flop. It's like certain movies that hit the cinema and absolutely flop. They don't stop making movies, do they? Usually those movies, I mean sometimes, they have extremely famous actors, A-listers, okay? But hey, it doesn't take off, even with those names in the film. Same thing with your business. You might have an amazing product, no one buys it. Maybe there is no need for it. Maybe you haven't really understood the market, what people are looking for. So the market all the time, if they're flying off the shelves, then you're onto something. Okay, but remember, it's not about what you like, but I felt it was a good product. It's about what the market thinks. Number 9, the right people will dramatically accelerate your success, which is why I encourage you guys to network, go to events, introduce your service or your business to other people, hand out business cards, genuinely build friendships, because when you do that, they will come back to serve you later on, those friendships that you nurtured. You might get a call from someone that met you in London 2 years ago. Hey man, how you been? Good. Yeah, I remember me and you spoke 2 years ago. Yeah man, we sat down, we had some coffee. Or hey man, I love your product, your business, whatever. Things might take off. Okay, so don't isolate yourself and think, no, I don't need anybody, I can win by myself. No, go out there, build relationships. Number 10, you only have to be right once. Isn't that lovely? Jay-Z said that, right? You could make so many mistakes. You could fail at so many different businesses, and then the one takes off. It just flies off the shelves, the service just gets promoted everywhere, and you make so much money, and it makes up for all the previous failed endeavors. So don't be discouraged, okay? Even with those of you that create content, it doesn't have to necessarily be strictly traditional businesses. Even content creators, you might have 50 crap videos. When I say crap, I mean, let's just say they don't get many views, and then one of them kicks off. Now what I will tell you to do is definitely respect every viewer that watches your content, and don't make it about you. If you're disheartened, it usually means you're focusing too much on you. Focus on people. I aim to create as much value as possible to my audience, regardless of how many people follow me. In fact, I value every single person that watches my videos, which is why I put a lot of effort into making sure you get as much value as possible. Okay? So keep creating content at some point things will kick off for you. And then I've got a bonus point, number 11. Keep reinvesting money back into the business. This is an important one, especially when you're young and you start doing well. Let's just say 5-6K a month starts coming in. You think you're the real deal. You think you're fucking Mike Tyson in his prime. You're making so much money, you're spending it like there's no tomorrow, buying this, buying that. I made that mistake early on in my 20s, and I learned that business is not really something that you can guarantee will remain the same. You might have an incredible year and then the next year absolutely flops. Some of the biggest brands in the world have had terrible years. When I say terrible, obviously it's relative. Maybe the last year they made 100 mil, this year they made 20. That's a significant decrease in revenue. For you and me, 20 mil, that's still a lot of money. That's not how business works though, right? These guys have staff, buildings. So, you know, keep putting the money back into the business. Keep reinvesting it. Put some money aside for emergencies. So this way you're not just being reckless. Because if you're reckless, it will come back to bite you, I promise you. If you haven't been saving and then you suddenly need some money to reinvest and you can't, that might delay your progress. There was this deal that you knew would help your business take off, but you've spent all your money on fucking TVs, Air Jordans, this, that, flights, things that you didn't really need right now. Okay, so hopefully this video has helped you guys. If it has, hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you boys in the next one.